seriously your words were considered?
I felt like my words were taken very seriously, and that was awesome to see. And I know there were some other guys that had conversations towards the end of the year, and conversations as the staff has been built. With as a player that's invested, that wants to see more wins, that they took into consideration some guys' opinions and thoughts on things, and that was really cool to see. And I've had a lot of great conversations with Dan since he's been hired. It's really cool to see all the former players on staff. Because I've been fortunate to play under some guys who have played the game before, and their just level of understanding for how things go, and being able to be in your shoes is kind of irreplaceable. You can't simulate that. You've either done it or you haven't. Not to take away from coaches that haven't played, because there's plenty of great coaches that haven't played at the NFL level, and they're phenomenal at what they do. But I just think those coaches have a unique perspective, and I just got a good feeling.
I imagine you're thrilled to have Hank back. I'm just wondering, was there maybe a bullet point or two you can share about what you felt this organization needed to maintain or build upon in your message to ownership ahead of the hires?
I'll just say flat out, one thing that I just asked for was just give Hank an opportunity to interview for the job. Don't just clean house, because I think he does a really great job. I think he has a really great understanding of the game. He studies the hell out of everything, all the defenses. And then I think his approach with delivering the information and coaching techniques is fantastic, because he played the game for 11 years. And I think he's just good for the room. A lot of young guys in the room, and I think he's done a really good job. So, flat out, that was one of the things that I kind of had some conversations about, and it's a good feeling to know that the organization wants to hear what the players have to say. Not that I have all the answers, because I don't. Not that I know every single coach. Not that I know everybody's resume. But my big thing was I'd been here for some time. I'm invested in Detroit. I hope to retire a Lion one day. And I'd seen Hank do a great job. So I wanted him to at least have the opportunity to be able to interview for the job. And if there was anything that I could do, just asking, hey, will you guys do this for the O-line, for Hank, or, whatever. And they did.
Thank you, Taylor.
Go to Jennifer.
Absolutely fantastic to see you again, Taylor. Hope you're well and that your off-season's been a healthy one. I've got two quick questions for you. First and foremost, just kind of your impressions of Dan Campbell. He's kind of a sock in the face guy. I know you guys haven't had the face-to-face with him, but just give me a sense of how you've received him.
I love him. I feel like I probably talk to him like at least once a week. Has very genuine conversation, definitely an intense guy, but genuine. And his energy is great. I just, love his mindset approach. I'm just really excited to work with him. Obviously, I haven't met him face to face, but I've had plenty of phone calls. I've seen him on the Zoom calls, and I'm excited to work for him. And I had seen when he got hired, plenty of players and former coaches that had coached with him on social media saying that's a guy that guys will, love to play for. And I get that vibe. Obviously, I haven't played any games under his, head coaching, but I'm really excited to be playing.
Thank you for that. I need one quick follow-up. Just kind of give me your recollections of the whirlwind that draft night was for you, and kind of your story, the excitement, the anticipation, anxiety, all of the above.
That's one I'll never forget. I had all my family there. Just being able to be invited to go there. Me getting to be there with all the, quarterback skill guys you see scoring all the touchdowns, like all the cool guys. I mean, it was just really cool. It was a lot of fun getting able to walk my mom and dad down the red carpet. I didn't come from a big high school. So it was kind of small town, and then being able to be there on draft night and have all my siblings there, all my family there was just amazing. And when you get invited, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get drafted, but it doesn't seem real until you get the call. It just doesn't. And then, adrenaline, heart's racing. You just, I did all the interviews afterwards. I don't even know what I said. So, it was just, it was amazing. And I was really lucky to be able to be a part of that. Cause it's a once in a lifetime experience, and, not everybody gets drafted. And I was fortunate to get drafted. I need to plug my computer in 1 second. It's going to die.
Thank you for that.
All right.
All right, let's go to Eric Woodyard.
What's up, Taylor? How you doing? So you talked a little bit about, draft night, and I'm not sure you out of that realm right now, obviously, and we don't know who Detroit will take it off in the draft, obviously, but I mean, a lot of, mock drafts and things are saying it could potentially be, offensive lineman. Like, if that was the case, how would you welcome that in? Would you welcome that new guy in with open arms, or, if somebody gets a position, like, what's your thoughts on that, if that is the case?
I mean, I'm all for adding anybody that can help the team win. If you're asking if I'm concerned about my job, no, I'm not. Take a lineman in the first round. I mean, a couple years after me, they took Frank. Frank turns out to be an all-pro, Pro Bowl guy, and he's one of my best friends. To take all the linemen in the draft, I love it because, I'm an offensive lineman and I see a lot of value in that position. So, I would love it. I mean, if we can add talent at any position, wherever it may be, let's do it. Because obviously I don't follow the draft. I don't know a lot of the college players. I mean, I watch Ohio State and that's about it. But I know there's talented guys, and, whoever the organization deems can be a help and add value to the team, I'm all for it.
How did you get to that mindset, though? A lot of people are not mature in that aspect of, being able to, just have that mindset as a professional athlete. Like, how did you get to that point, man, where you're able to just, open up, understand it's bigger than just yourself?
I think one thing would be being confident in what you can do, controlling what you can control, and then knowing there's other people that can add value outside of what you can do. I always try to control what I can control, help where I can help, do what I can do. But I can't run a 4.40. I can't juke somebody out like Swift. I can't rush past her like Romeo. I can't cover like safeties. I can't do any of that. I know I can do my job. I know I can play left tackle. So anybody that can add value, or make our room better or make our team better, I'm going to do what I can do, and I'm going to be confident in that. But there's a lot of things I can't do, and I'm going to need other people to help us be better and to help me be better. I don't know. I just guess I played a lot of football and been able to learn that along the way, probably begrudgingly, but guess I've learned it now.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
We'll go two more. Dave Burkett.
Hey, Taylor. Good to see you as always. Since Eric just brought up the draft, what do you think of Justin Fields, and what do you think he'll be like in the pros? I know you watch Ohio State, obviously. So, thoughts on him, and I guess some of the flack he's taken from draft nicks.
Well, I don't know what any of the flack he's taken is, because I'm not following mock drafts. But from when I've seen the guy, he's a playmaker. You watch the big time games he plays in. Not that I'm a quarterback expert, so this is not the holy Bible of draft analysis. But it seems like the guy can make a lot of throws. I know he had his pro day, and I watched some of the highlights because I followed the Ohio State social media accounts, and it looks like he was putting some on a dime deep down the field on the move. I know he ran well. I didn't play with him personally, but but I know some guys and that they seem to like him. And I think the huge thing about, being a quarterback, you're going to run the show, but you got to be able to relate to your teammates, and your teammates got to like you, as with any position. And that's what I've heard.
So we just got Alex Anzalone on here. Are you growing your hair out to try to match his, or what's?
No, I'm getting a mullet. There's a mullet right there. I'm gonna get it. This has usually been down to the skin. I'm growing out a little mullet right here.
All right, how long is it gonna go?
Probably not too much longer. I'm gonna keep it classy. So probably, I don't know, maybe another month, and then I'll just maintain it, get some good product in there. I don't know. I feel like I've had long hair in college. I've had shorter hair. I've had the Brad Pitt Fury undercut. I don't know, mix it up. So I had some family over, and I was joking about getting a mullet, and somebody said, "I think you'd look good with a mullet." So I went and got my hair cut into a mullet 2 days later.
A little party in the back for the spring and summer, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
I asked Alex this, so I'm going to ask you as well. Did you get vaccinated, and why or why not?
I did not get vaccinated, and I'm not going to. And I'm just not going to speak to the reasons why. I have my reasons. I don't know. That's just such a hot button topic. But, me personally, I just don't feel like it's the best thing for me, so I'm not going to do it.
That's fair enough. Or will you come back and take part in practices? I mean, if there is OTAs, that is, if there are something in person after the statement that you guys made as a team, the players did.
Can you?
What are your plans for taking part in off-season workouts before minicamp, if there is anything in person in Detroit?
As far as I know, we're still doing all virtual. So, I haven't really heard much different. I don't really know what the plan is for the entire length of the OTA session. So, I think we saw last year that we were able to actually make a lot of strides intellectually. Football smart on Zoom. You wouldn't think that you can, but there's a lot you can learn just by being engaged and asking questions. Because there's, you spend all year training physically for football, and you don't spend the entire year training your mind for it. Especially, we have a new offensive system. We have new calls. So I think there's a lot that can be accomplished on the Zoom. And, right now that's where we're at. And that's all I really know is that we're doing the Zoom. So, I guess I'll take the other things in stride as they come. But, right now the focus would be, we got a whole new offensive system that's, new numbering, new calls, all that. And we got a lot of young guys, especially on the offensive line. So, I think there is value in being able to get the classroom time for that aspect of football. Because, like I said, everybody spends all year lifting, running, but being able to train your mind is huge. Because if you can do something but don't know what to do, it doesn't matter.
Right. Appreciate it. Keep that mullet strong for the summer.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go last question, Ben Raven.
Hey, appreciate the time. Just curious, I think last time we talked to you was before the Stafford trade happened. Just what's the contact with Jared Goff been like, and what's the feeling with the new quarterback so far?
So I was actually, speaking of draft, me and Jared were in the same group at the draft when we did the Play 60 and everything like that. So I've known him for quite a long time. He's a super likable guy. Called him, welcomed him to the team. I've seen him out in Arizona every now and then in an off season. And I just, always get along great with the guy. I know he's had some of the skill guys out to Cali, getting him out there throwing. And I just think that's a great display of like putting your best foot forward. Like, I'm going to get these guys together. I'm going to throw with them. I know quarterbacks do that. I know that's a thing, but he just got on the team. He's like, hey, you're welcome to come out. I'll set everything up. And then, I've even had phone conversations with him like, hey, what's your cadence sound like? how do you call plays in the huddle, like things like that, and already having those conversations, and those are valuable to have. So, we're excited to have him here. I know he's a talented guy. Like I said, talking about Justin Fields, I'm not a quarterback expert, but I know he's a talented guy. And he can relate to the guys. He can talk to us. So it's been good, and I'm excited for it.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Taylor. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Taylor.
Thanks, guys.